Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We about to get the show started. Big Cam I Am is in the building. Let's go.
With your boy Freezy. Join in tonight. No captivity. Only the boss motherfucking bitches fuck with motherfucking Freezy. No captivity. Get into it.
Shit, what you want me to prove? Spacey got the sauce on.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So then you gonna sing.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No captivity. Freezy. What up? You are officially locked in to No Captivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your boy, please hit the like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is if you rock with your boy Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Whoo! Do y'all notice something different? Can you see it? Can you see it? Huh? I had to get cleaned up for this show right here. I got a very special, I don't even want to call him a guest, a brother, right? This guy, I'm a big fan of this guy. He goes by the name of Cam I Am, Big Cam I Am, right? I told y'all he was coming through. I know y'all thought I was capping. I know y'all thought, you know, because some of y'all said in the chat, Freezy, you full of shit. It's okay, y'all still my family. We ain't gonna fall out. But listen, let me tell you something. We're gonna talk about a topic that's very, very serious, but we're gonna laugh too. We might cry. I don't know, right? But what I'm saying is, this show is going to be very significant. But before we get started, make sure y'all hit that like button. Or if you don't like what I said so far, or you just don't like my background, or you don't like the fact that I cut my hair, hit the dislike button. Either or, hit the like button or the dislike button. It don't matter to me. I don't care. I ain't got no pride, right? Also, to support this platform and stories of this magnitude, please send a super cap, aka super chat, or a cash cap, aka cash app, right? And you can send the cash cap to $Freezy 1976. That's $Freezy 1976. The only comments that will get highlighted will either be super caps or cash caps. Those are the only comments that will be highlighted this show. Okay, but I see y'all in the chat. It don't matter, but I'm just saying, we got to keep it copacetic. Listen, today we're talking about monetization. I'm not going to waste any more time, but as you guys know, in 2023, there's been a lot of big YouTubers that YouTube has targeted and has demonetized. For example, Cynthia G. Who would ever guess that YouTube would have put a muzzle on Cynthia G? Well, they did. Right? But it don't just stop with Cynthia G. Fresh and Fit. I heard somebody say, YouTube don't really make profit like that. They got to. They're demonetizing big wigs, okay? Candace Owens. I just found out about this the other day. Shout out to Lucky Marie.
No Cap-tivity.
Candace Owens got demonetized. Okay, so it's not a game. Just Pearly Things. Just Pearly Things was demonetized. Now, whether some of these people got their monetization back, I don't know. But I'm just speaking on the facts that they were demonetized. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if y'all know this guy, Doggy Diamonds. I follow Doggy Diamonds, you know. But he's been a YouTuber, a content creator for a long time. I don't like to just say YouTuber, content creator. I like to say content creator because that's really what they are. They're not just YouTubers, right? Doggy Diamonds was demonetized. And my guest, Big Cam I Am, suffered demonetization not so long ago. I want to say it was over a month ago, close to 2 months ago. He got demonetized. And I'm gonna tell you something. When I noticed it, I felt bad for him because one thing about Big Cam I Am, I'm just set this up because I'm about to bring him into y'all right now. If you're familiar with Big Cam I Am's content, this guy does a great work, right, for the people, and not just black people, for all races. He brings a big source of awareness to all of us, right? And he does it while making us laugh at the same time. And I really appreciate this dude, man. And without further ado, I'm going to bring Big Cam I Am to the front of the congregation because I want you guys to meet the man of the hour, Big Cam I Am.
No Cap-tivity.
My brother, how are you feeling this evening?
I'm good, man. I'm enjoying your music, man. Your intro, your setup, everything, man. This is a fire looking setup you got going on.
I practiced my intro damn near for about 2 weeks, but how did I do, dog?
Hey, you killed it, bro. You killed it, man. I'm telling you, man. The music, I was vibing a little bit. Almost started freestyling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And when you with the graphics and the little, you had your cut-ins and your drops and all that stuff, man. I'm loving it, bro. You doing your thing,
man. And guess what? I feel like all of that was preparation for this day. I really do, man. I feel like that, man. I got some questions lined up for Big Cam, man. And actually, later on, if Big Cam doesn't mind, I'm gonna allow the audience to ask questions as well, and I'll drop the link later on in the show after me and Cam is done with our interview, right? So if you guys have any questions, especially if you're a content creator and you have any questions, if Cam doesn't mind, I'll allow you guys up. Cam, are you still there? I see you froze a little bit. Cam, are you still there? It might have to drop and come back. You might have to drop and come back. If you can hear me, Cam, drop and hit the link. Hit the link again, and I'll bring you back. Let me see. I think he froze up a little bit, but it's all good. He's gonna drop and come back. It's all good. Shout out. Let me give some shout outs to everybody that's here. Justin Wade, Hassan, what's going on? Miss Piggy, Lady Novo in the building. All my sisters and brothers in the building. Emperor, what's going on? Phoenix, how you doing this evening? Let me see who else is here. Who came through the door? T Will, how you doing, bro? Big Cam said, "What's up with the squad?" Big Cam in the building, y'all.
No Cap-tivity.
Big Cam is gonna hit the link and come back in, and I'll bring him back up. Jill's Chocolate Boutique, how you doing, sis? Brittany Smith, how you doing? Thank you for being here. She said, "Let's go." True Self K, Free DRC, how you doing? Let me see who else is here. Ringo. Let me highlight Ringo. Ringo TV reactions.
No Cap-tivity.
Yes. Ringo said, people get demonetized for breaking the rules. When I get demonetized, it was my fault for posting shorts from TikTok with no commentary. Follow the ad-friendly guidelines. Many do follow the rules. Appreciate that comment on Ringo TV. And Ringo, if you want the link and you want to join the discussion of demonetization, feel free, bro. Feel free. Me and Big Cam, we're going to be talking about demonetization and the do's and the don'ts, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Ringo says, salute Freezy mods and chat. Salute to Big Cam. Let me see. Okay, Big Cam say he's coming right back, bro. Okay, no problem. JT from What We Know Podcast. What's going on, bro?
No Cap-tivity.
Appreciate you for being here, JT. Okay, Ringo said, I got monetization back after deleting the content that violated the rules. And make sure y'all go subscribe to Ringo TV's reactions. This dude is a huge content creator. They're in here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen.
Cap-tivity.
2 Glock Hot, what's going on? Class E Beats, all my brothers in the building. Next Level, what's going on, bro? Love C, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Conway, thank you for being here. If y'all see any new people, right, make sure y'all greet them to the No Cap crew. Make sure y'all greet them. Okay, we back. We back on. Let's go. Let me bring my brother back up here. I don't know. That was
All right.
that me? Was that me, bro?
You heard?
Okay.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. So
Can you hear me?
I can. My
Okay.
computer died. So I forgot to put it on charger. But what I'm gonna do is once it comes back up, I'm gonna switch back. But we'll stick with the phone for now.
Okay, no problem. The phone look good. What that is, an iPhone?
A little bit, something like that, man.
Hey,
you know.
You're looking glass. The phone is glass.
Yeah. It ain't nothing. It's a 13, 12, something like that. I don't know. I don't buy them every.
Flexing. If you don't mind, I'm going to read a couple of cash caps that just came through. Okay.
Gotcha.
Let me see here. Let me see. I appreciate all the support, man, and I definitely appreciate Big Cam for being here, man. I'm pretty sure this dude. I'm pretty sure he's a busy man, to say the least. I really appreciate Big Cam for being here, man. I'm gonna keep saying that too. Y'all gonna, my chat gonna say, Freezy, could you stop saying that? God damn, we know you, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. Shit, fuck that. I'm sorry. Can I cuss Big Cam? Cause
Hey, this your channel, man. You know?
I ain't gonna cuss that much. Every now and then I kiss the spirit with a. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. Shout out. Oh, I gotta highlight this right here. Shout out to my brother. Shout out to my brother Ringo TV. Ringo TV is in the building with the $20 cash cap. $20 cash cap. I really appreciate you, Ringo TV. I'm sorry for taking too long to read that cash cap.
You so damn dumb. Check the cash out.
I'm sorry, Ringo, man.
Check the cash out, bitch.
Listen. Ringo is the sponsor of the show so far. Unless somebody contributes more than $20, Ringo TV is the sponsor of the show this evening, right? I appreciate you, Ringo, all day. And like I said, Ringo, if you want to join the discussion, because Ringo is he's a huge YouTuber too. He's a very huge YouTuber. So after a while, I'm going to conduct this interview with my brother Big Cam I Am. Okay, he's back. I'm going to conduct this interview with my brother Big Cam I Am, and then I'm going to offer the link in the chat. And Ringo, you're more than welcome to come up, bro. Real talk. I really appreciate y'all being here. So, you know what? Let me make him the sponsor of the show right quick. I really appreciate and if y'all want to support this show tonight, please send a cash cap. Your comments will be highlighted, or you can send a super cap. Your comments will be highlighted. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Sponsor of the show. Ringo TV. Reactions. $20. There we go. There we go. I'll put it up here. So let's get it.
Don't cover your logo, man. You gotta take it up a little higher.
Oh,
take
yeah, you're right.
There you go. There you go.
That's why I love you, man. For real, dog.
This one here for the thug.
Listen. So, Cam, I got some questions, bro. I got some questions about demonetization, but before we get started, I want to dig into your background, if I may. The first question that I have for you is let me bring up. Okay, the first question I have for you is, how long have you been actually a content creator? And this is a two-part question. And what made you want to dive in head first with it?
So I started, and I'm getting over a cold. For those of y'all to hear my voice, I know my voice ain't snapping like usual. But I started in 2018, and basically, man, I always been like a goofy dude, play around with my family, joke around with my friends. And I used to do this stuff with my sister on Snapchat where we would send each other funny videos back and forth. And one day, for some reason, I just made a bunch of them, put them together. That's my dog barking. But I put a bunch of them together and posted them. And they kind of went like small time viral, I guess. Like they got like 34,000 views on like Facebook. And I was like, what the heck? Like, what is this? And so that's what kind of first made me think like, okay, well, maybe I should take a shot at this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a lot of content creators that I watched, like Kev on Stage, Phil Wade, you know what I'm saying? Dormtainment. I watched them a lot when I was in school. And so I was like, why don't I give it a chance and see what happened? So
Now,
I think like I said, 2018.
now, just in case some of y'all don't know his theme song, this is his theme song.
Another satisfying racial moment.
Let me tell y'all something. Cam's material is so addictive. Once you watch one video, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna just keep clicking and clicking and clicking. I can imagine that's why he gets so many views, because for one, that jingle that you got, bro,
Man.
that's award winning. You deserve a Grammy for that. Did you come up with that yourself?
I did, man. I did. I came up with it years ago, actually, a long time ago.
Did you record that in a studio, or do you have your own setup? Because it seems like you put some effects on it or something.
Yeah, I'm a musician, so I recorded it at the crib, man. Got to make it shake, make it do what it do.
Okay, so the next question is, were you getting a lot of support from your close family and friends in the beginning of your journey with content creation?
So when you say close
family and friends, yes.
So man, that's a question, boy. So I actually got like really I've always gotten support from a few family and friends. They've been consistent since the beginning. I got some creator friends that I kind of started with. We all kind of push each other, support each other. My boy JR Saxophonic, we actually grew up together since babies. And he's a content creator. He plays the saxophone. My bro seeing comedy. He's another comedian. You know what I'm saying? My bro, this funny guy Robert and Bobby C. So I had like a crew of like creators that we were all kind of growing together and pushing together. Then, of course, my wife, Brittany, she in the comments. My sister.
Shout out to
Karen,
Brittany, man, in the building.
Yeah.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, pretty Brady is what I call her. That's what I call her.
That's what you call her. Y'all heard what he said.
Call her, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then also like my mom, my sister Erin, super supportive and talking me through it. My sister Erin is like an uber creative, so she's like she's a musician, singer, so she was always an ear for this creative journey. You know what I'm saying? And my son, he told me I was his favorite YouTuber, so that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's
that
awesome,
that's
bro.
That's all I needed. The little homie said, we good."
So at any given time, did you ever feel like quitting? I'm talking about even before the demonetization.
Man, I created, before another satisfying racial moment, I created 4 other mega viral trends.
Really?
And they got taken from me by bigger creators.
Really?
Yeah. And so it was crazy, bro. I created this thing called it was like a skit of this guy meeting Jesus. He was a racist. He met Jesus, found out he was black, and he goes to hell. Created that skit. I had like 7 parts to the series. I only had like 500 followers. I went from 50 to 500 followers because of that on TikTok. And then this big creator with 100,000 followers came and took it, got millions of views, made 19 pieces on it. and it was it.
Wow.
The rest was history. I had another one called Praying for the People, where I would take like fail videos. Somebody be about to fall and they fall and hit their head, and I just come in, Lord, Heavenly Father, God, Jesus, we bind everything, just praying for them. And them joints was going for me. I was getting like 60K every time I dropped. 60K views, not dollars. 60K views every time I drop. And again, big creators swooped in, took that mug from me. Another one I had was this Rance Allen impersonation. And I don't know if you know Rance Allen, but he's a gospel singer. And so I can't do it now because my voice is messed up. But I would impersonate him and getting a bunch of views. And he passed away. And so when he passed away, I felt like it wasn't right because my impersonation was like a comedic impersonation. It wasn't like actually him. And so I took a break. And when I took a break, somebody else came in and they went so crazy. They got reposted by Drake and Kirk Franklin and all these people. And so after those three things happened and like people getting millions of views off of my ideas, I honestly was like, well, dang, bro, like you created these 3 mega franchises. Like that was it, bro. Like most people don't create 1. You created 3 and none of them are in your name. Like nobody thinking about you, bro. Like it's a wrap. And so I did think about giving up. But January 1st, 2022, I put all the chips on the table. And I said, man, it's all or nothing, bro. It's all gas, no brakes. I'm going to drop a video every day and we're going to see what happens.
So from your experience, is there a way to combat that or to prevent something like that from happening? If you come up with an original idea, is there actually a way to prevent people from actually taking your idea and profiting off of it and running with it and claiming it as theirs?
So you asking for the secret sauce. I'm about to give you something that I did, man. I'm about to give you a strategy that if you really rock with my content, some people that actually for real like you that watch my stuff, you gonna catch this. If you ever notice, another satisfying racial moment, I never play the jingle without like it's never in full view of the screen. Like it's always kind of like a gradient over the screen.
Right.
And you see either me or you see whatever is going on in the video in the back of the screen.
Right.
Well, the reason why I do that is nobody can just rip the actual jingle and take it and put it on something else that it don't go with because it ain't gonna make sense because they're not gonna have a video with it. And so it's basically just like making sure that I took the time to make sure that people understood this is mine. And that's just kind of what I stuck with, man. When I dropped this, I just made it up in my mind like I'm gonna stand on this. And it's not that I don't even want other people to make another satisfying racial moment videos because I'm cool with that. Just tag me. Just make sure you tag me. You know what I'm saying? And then as you tag me, it's some respect. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be trying to use it for disrespectful stuff, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was just making sure that people know when they hear another satisfying racial moment, that's Big Cam I Am. And I got the copyright, so yeah, that helps.
Oh, that's dope, man. Ringo TV said you could put a watermark too, so
Yeah, so that was kind of what my watermark was, putting it in a see-through so that you always see me in the background of it.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
No Cap-tivity.
Man, bro, content creation can be very challenging. And then, especially in the beginning, you feel like, man, these people don't care about me. You know what I'm saying? It almost feel like you're in a sea of zillions of content creators and you just lost in the sauce. And sometimes you just go to bed feeling like, man, do I really want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, because we, especially for men, Cam, right? Our job, you're a married man, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is myself. Like our job is to provide and to bring the bacon home, to bring, put the bread on the table. So, when we embark on something, like this,
yeah,
it's hard enough to be taken seriously, let alone actually get paid from it. Right. So that's why I asked you, did you ever feel like quitting? Because I know just me, from my personal testimony, I'm still in the beginning. But, you know, it just in case you haven't noticed, I just like to talk my ass off. So basically just give me a chance to, you know, go in another room so I won't bother my wife. You know what I'm saying? I could just bother y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But at the same time, you know, I did the same thing you did. You know, it's almost like, you know, this is what I want to do, and it's a sacrifice. So when I see, you know, how you've built your platform, bro, I salute you, bro. And then not only that, Cam, it was so genius because you're representing, right? You're representing for your demographic, and at the same time, it's digestible for a lot of races because you're making people laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I appreciate that, bro.
Man, bro, no, we appreciate you, bro. And I'm gonna tell you which is one of your favorite shorts. I'm gonna play it later on in the show. I think you just came out with it not too long ago, but I got a lot of favorites, but this became one of my favorite shorts. But I'll play it later on. Okay. So my next question is: I see you do stand up, and you're definitely funny as hell. Were you doing stand up before content creation, or which one came first?
So it's funny, man. It kind of all started together. So when I got into content, I was making the videos and I met up with these comedians, and I actually had a homie who was a comedian. So I wrote like a whole set for him, and appreciate that night. I see you. I wrote like a whole set for him, and bro went to the set and he freestyled. And I was like, bro, why? I mean, that was good, but why you didn't tell none of the jokes?
Right.
He was like, well, man, they was just kind of moving with me. I was like, okay, that's cool. And so I kind of took that personal. And I was like, well, since he ain't going to tell the jokes, I'm going to get on stage and tell the jokes. And so I went and started getting on stage, man, hitting little open mics. And, man, it just felt natural, bro. It felt good. I felt at home. You know what I'm saying?
So you weren't nervous?
Oh, no, I was hecka nervous, bro. I was super nervous. Like, I was a super shy kid, bro. Like, I was so shy, man. When I was 13, we was at Taco Bell with my uncle. I was like, man, that girl cute. My uncle was like, dang, you should go say something. I was like, oh, I'm cool. He said, I got her. I'm going to go tell her mama that you want to talk to her. I was like, don't do that. He gets up, man. I ran in the bathroom, bro. He was so mad at me. He wanted to put hands on me. That's how shy of a kid I was, bro. I was crazy shy, dog. Man, like, I was shy my whole life, probably up until about 21, 22, when I started working at Radio Shack. That's what kind of got me out of my shell a little bit. But yeah, man, I was super nervous when I first got up on stage. And honestly, I think when the bigger the shows get for me, you know, the bigger the butterflies. And then once you start going and you get that first laugh, you just relax and you back at peace, man. So yeah, I love it. But like I said, it kind of started like right at the same time. I was hitting stages and making my content early on, making skits and different stuff with the group of guys. We start putting on our own shows in our city, kind of started a whole little lane in KC of comedy shows, like literally every week. Different people was putting on shows after we started, and it was just cool, man. It was a beautiful time. This was before COVID, so everybody was getting love. It was dope.
Oh man, so it all kind of like pretty much meshed together in the beginning. Then,
yeah, most definitely. But this year, I've definitely comedically, as far as on stage,
right,
had some huge steps forward. Getting to perform with Tony Baker earlier this year, opening up for him, performing at a fest in the summer, the For the Culture Fest. You know, I've had some really cool opportunities this year as a comedian, and I've been to some amazing shows, man. Some amazing shows. I saw Dave Chappelle live. I was on the third row, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That's awesome, bro. So have you, before we actually get into the meat of the conversation, have have you have you been fortunate enough to actually rub shoulders and actually get to know some well-known comedians on, like, you know, I'm gonna just name a few, not saying that you actually met these people in particular, but just somebody like I don't know, like DC Young Flowers or somebody like that there.
So I have not DC Young Fly, but I've actually collabed with Kev on Stage.
Right, Kev on Stage, exactly.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, I've actually like I said, I opened for Tony Baker. And I've met a lot of different social media creators and a lot of different events and things of that nature.
You really ain't got the name no more. Kev on Stage. Kev on Stage is huge. Tony Baker. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But bro, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this before we get it. When you met them,
yeah,
were they familiar with your work already or what?
So I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, man. So I'm big on goals. So one of my goals when I started making content was to work with Kev. And so I will never forget, this was 2022. My bro JR Saxophonic, he went to VidCon. He was like, Cam, because you know it took off in February 2022. He was like, Cam, he was like, everybody here knows your jingle. Everybody asking. I done talked to people with TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all kind of people know your stuff. And I was like, oh man, I should have went, but I didn't go to VidCon. Then he went to the Essence Fest. He actually called me with Kev on Stage on FaceTime, but he was around all them people, so the call didn't go through, bro. I was stressed out.
That's lit.
He told me later, he was like, man, I told him, he was like, hey bro, I'm JR Saxophonic. My best friend's name Big Cam I am. He was like, oh, another side is fine. And he sang the jingle right there. And so that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. And so yeah, man. But nah, Tony wasn't familiar that I know of, at least. He wasn't familiar that I know of. But he definitely was super cool, bro. I went up to him and I was like, man, I would love to open for you and Kev one day. He was like, man, I'll put you on stage tomorrow. I was like, what? And he put me on stage the next day, bro. So
that's lit, dog.
No Cap-tivity.
Damn.
Yes,
that's lit, bro. I could sit here and listen to stories like this all day long. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to all of the content creators in the chat, man. Tears the Fire, JT from What We Know Podcast, Jill's Chocolate Boutique, Nightish, everybody that's falling through, Wingo TV, of course. Oh, Cassandra B, I see you. Thank you, man. All the content creators, Emperor Gaming's channel, yes. Everybody that's have a content a damn YouTube platform or even a TikTok or whatever, right? But we on YouTube now, so you know YouTube. Hey, I ain't giving nobody a shout out. I'm just saying because we know how y'all play it, whatever. Shout out to Aaron R. Jones in the building. E Senior, everybody that's here. Either Man Williams, everybody. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Everybody with content. Oh, Class E Beats. That's another fire content creator in the building. Next Level. I see your super chat, bro. 2 Glock Hot, another fire content creator in the building, man. Before we get started, Cam, I got a couple of more contributions I'm gonna recognize, and then we're gonna go straight into demonetization, bro. Cause let me tell y'all something. It's scary.
No Cap-tivity.
When I'm not gonna go too far into it because we about to cook, but when you put that much work into your craft and you open up your computer the next day and you don't see that damn super thanks or the dollar sign, you be like, oh, what the hell going? You know, you're looking for, it's almost like you're looking for something in your house. Like, where the hell my damn super thanks went? You know? And so, you know, it's I'm making light of it, but it's a serious situation, right? Let me recognize the super chats or super cats and the
super chat.
And the cash cow. Shout out to Jerome. Jerome in the high. I say Jerome in the high, then the high. Watch him high. With the $20 cash, super cap. He said, Young Freezy, my knees is.
No captivity.
Appreciate you, Jerome. I really appreciate it. Also, Next Level, which is the new sponsor of the show, Next Level in the building.
Check the cash out, bitch.
With the $25 cash cap, he said, appreciate you for letting me up. You will get the full. Man, bro, let me tell you something. No, I appreciate you for coming up Next Level every time, especially for sharing your story the way you did. Man, I really appreciate you for coming up and contributing. Y'all think, listen, y'all say y'all appreciate me for bringing y'all up. No, I appreciate y'all for joining the conversation, because I know a lot of times some people are reluctant because they're kind of self-conscious about how they might look on camera, or, somebody else, kind of joining them in the chat, whatever. But when you come up, man, and especially when you contribute to the platform, I owe more to you than you owe to me. That's just how I feel. So let's dive right into it. So, Cam, tell me this, bro.
Yes, sir.
And this is an obvious question. How did you feel when you first realized you were demonetized? And that might be a stupid question, but I just had to ask it.
Man, I felt great. Now I'm just playing.
No captivity.
Bro, I was distraught. I was dismayed. I was discombobulated. I
can imagine.
Broken. I was, I was in a bad spot, bro. I dropped a video every day from January 1st to January 1st, 2022 to July 12th, 2023. And July 12th was the day that I got demonetized. And when I noticed that, I think I was at around about maybe 400K, 300 and something. Really planning like huge projects.
Right.
Really about to get into my skit era, because that's really where I started at. I'm about to get into my long form skit era, my live show on YouTube, about to really go crazy. And that happened, man. And that junk, it messed me up. It messed me up pretty bad.
Man.
Mentally.
I can imagine, bro.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I actually seen the video that you put up, and it was very heartfelt. And I actually never seen you in that light before. It seemed like you were still your funny self, and you was trying to keep spirits, and you didn't want people to you didn't want to exude like a bad, cloud in the air or whatnot. It seemed like you were still trying to stay positive, but at the same time, I kind of could see the disappointment,
Yeah, that's powerful, man, because I actually wondered, I get so many people, that tell me all the time, like, in the comments about how much my page means to them, and how, they be down and they come check out my stuff and they good. And I didn't want to bring nobody down with how I was feeling. And so I just kind of went into, a place kind of by myself where nobody really kind of got to see. But I left hints. I left hints in the content, you know what I'm saying? But not really putting it out there, because I don't, if people see me as a light, I don't want to bring darkness. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Yeah.
And so that's kind of where that came from. But I appreciate you for seeing that.
Oh yeah, I looked at the whole thing. I'm talking about from beginning to end, bro. And it was very heartfelt. And it just shows your character. If anybody didn't know your character before that video, you guys need to go to Big Cam. And if you haven't subscribed to his platform, please go subscribe to Big Cam I Am's YouTube channel. Mods, if you would be so kind, could you please periodically post his link to his channel in the chat so people will have an opportunity to go and subscribe to Big Cam I Am. And when you subscribe to Big Cam I Am, please go watch that video under his I think it's under his live tab, and it's roughly an hour and 20 minutes long. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, that's a must watch, because the character that Cam maintained throughout that whole video, it was commendable to say the least, man. I want to say this too. I want to ask you this: were you nervous that you weren't going to get monetized again ever on your channel? And the reason why I asked that question, audience, I think it's a happy ending, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Cam got his monetization back.
No Cap-tivity.
So God is good. I'm gonna tell you something.
Won't he do it? No.
Hey, but God, huh? I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, and that just adds the icing on top. You know, that the valor and the character that he maintained, and it's almost like this man, it was unfazed, damn near. Like you walk through the storm like 300, you know. I'm just saying, you got monetized. It was almost like, yeah, I got money, I got demonetized, and it's, you know, it's a bummer, but yeah, God gonna take care of it, and he did, didn't he?
No Cap-tivity.
Hey, why you playing? Why you playing? I actually, bro, I literally came in my back room in this room. And I turned on my Fred Hammond, No Weapon Formed Against Me, you know what I'm saying? Just let him sing and let it wash over me. And I prayed, and I just trust God. And I was just like, man, whatever happens, happens. I trust God. He got me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I did have to endure, 3 months of demonetization, but I did get it back first part of October.
Just in case some of y'all haven't went to his channel yet and unfamiliar, Cam is a huge content creator. He has 500,000 subscribers.
Wow.
If not more. I don't want to shortchange him. Okay? And I'm not even talking about his other platform. I'm just talking about strictly YouTube. When you get demonetized with 500,000 subscribers and all of that traffic that he was getting, that's not small change. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't got nothing but close to 4,000 subscribers, and if I get monetized, y'all might have to talk me off the edge of the cliff. I'm gonna be on the building in New York over there somewhere. They gonna have a bullhorn in the street telling me, don't do it. Okay, so I'm just telling y'all. This man got 500,000 subscribers, and I don't know. That was very heartfelt. But I wanted you to answer this question. Were you nervous though? What did you ever think there was a chance that, because that all content creators think about that, like, dang, you know, will they ever get their monetization back? Because I don't even think Fresh and Fit got their money. I think Fresh and Fit is still demonetized, and they're primarily on Rumble now. Also, I forgot a big content creator by the name of Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor, he's primarily on Rumble too. So, I mean, what was your thought pattern towards getting back monetized? Were you nervous that it was never, or were you just strictly optimistic?
Man, honestly, bro, I was nervous about not getting it back. But at the end of the day, I trust God. So I wasn't like fearful that what I'm supposed to do is not going to get done. Like it's stuff that's assigned to me that has to happen. And so, you know, whether it came back or not, I was going to find another way. And cause I knew God had me. And so, at the end of the day, But being honest about the monetization, when I finally could post it or reapply, I waited like 3 days, and I kind of teeter-tottered. I was like, oh man, I don't want to push the button. I don't want to push the button. And then finally I pushed the button, and you know, I think the day I pushed the button, maybe a day later, I got the alert that I was back in the game. So
if you don't mind, I'll contact you offline to ask you exactly what channels did you have to go through and what did you actually have to do to you know, whatever you had to submit and get, because I'm pretty sure it's a lot of fluff. You know, it's just you know, so I don't want to waste time talking about that, right? But yeah, whatever you had to do, I think that deserves to, you know, a highlight too. But I'm going to talk to you about that, and what I'll do is, if you don't mind, after I, you know, coincide with you, I can share it with my audience on a later date. You know, I don't really want to get into that right now. Shout out to Big Bad Bull for putting Big Cam I Am's link in the chat. Thank you, Big Bad Bull, aka the Mob Father. Thank you for Caramel Drip for being here, Anti-American. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you. I missed somebody. Let me see. Oh, Jess J, another excellent content creator. Thank you for being here. Damn, they falling in. Batman, somebody welcome Batman. What'd you say, Cam?
I was just saying, shout out to Big Bad Bull, and I think Miss Piggy.
Oh yeah, Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy. I think Miss Piggy said that she loves your content too. It's a lot of people said they love your content, man. But
appreciate that.
Listen, let's get right into it. So your channel is obviously it obviously highlights racial moments.
Something like that.
Were you getting a lot of criticism from other races, or more importantly, from your own race? That's a two-part question.
I was getting a lot. Nah, I wouldn't even say a lot. I'm not even gonna. So here's the thing, bro. I don't really highlight the negative. I look at like my likes. I get like a 97% like ratio. And I get tons of comments of laughter and appreciation and love and everything like that. So I try to focus on that. Now I get every video I drop, I get negative comments of people trying to roast, but you know what I'm saying? When you realize that people are, you know, operating, you know, on a second grade roast level.
No
you know what I'm saying?
Cap-tivity.
Like, I don't even feel like answering. It's might be maybe 2 or 3 times somebody actually made me laugh at a hate comment towards me in the last year and a half. But other than that, bro, I don't really focus on the hate, but I do definitely get it. Early on, man, I got death threats, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I got death
It's waiting for the thug.
Yeah. And
wow.
And it's so crazy to me because it's like I'm literally just all I'm trying to do is start a tough conversation.
Right.
On, you know what I'm saying, what's acceptable to say? How is it acceptable to treat people? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people from other races, they thank me and they be like, man, thank you, bro. Like I didn't see it like that. You helped me understand why my friend felt that way, or my son who might be of a different race felt that way. You're opening that door to conversation. And so I choose to focus on the positive, bro. But I definitely on every app have gotten a bunch of people who don't understand.
And if you don't want to actually touch on this, but you don't have to, but are there Black people that actually are kind of like, no, you don't have to go there, whatever, you know, that actually have responded to your videos and stuff?
Absolutely.
Really?
So,
really? Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Shout out to the wife. She just brought me some tea.
Shout out to Miss Brittany.
She just brought me some tea. So I'm gonna be all right in a little bit. What was that question again?
I was asking you.
Yeah.
Well, you said definitely you got, you know, some criticism from other races, But I was asking specifically, ironically, did you ever get any pushback or any criticism from your own race, being that you were actually highlighting racial moments dealing with black people? And to me, it would seem very ironic that you would get criticism from your own race. It would be strange.
So I appreciate this question, because one thing I don't do is I don't critique black behavior in a non-black setting. But we here, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
No Cap-tivity.
Bro, that junk was wild, bro. That junk was wild. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I see one of us, it stands out to me. And it's funny because sometimes they'll cosplay as one of us. And it's so easy to notice.
It get that deep?
Oh, boy, they'll cosplay. They'll create a profile, like two pages, create a playlist, and then come comment, I'm a 27-year-old black man, and I don't like that you stop playing. That's easy to figure out. But when it's for real one of us, bro, I had a dude, bro, who was trying to collab with me. And I actually did a video and shouted bro out in the video.
Really?
And so then after I shouted bro out in the video, this becomes an expectation that every week I'm supposed to highlight bro. I'm like, nah, it don't really work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make the content that's, for the culture in the moment that it's popping. And so bro comes on one of my videos one day and was like, bro, I'm tired of this jingle. And I'm like, oh, for real? After you was just getting love a couple weeks ago? Cool. So I always say, bro, that hate from your own is so much more debilitating than hate from others, especially when you in the lane that I'm in, where every video, I feel like, man, when I push posts, I feel like the jingle for Family Matters should play. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real love bursting out of every scene. You know what I'm saying? It's love. And to get hate from the very people you love and own it's crazy.
Bro, like you said, and I don't want to say it like this pretty much, but it's kind of expected when it comes from obvious races, right? But when it come from your own race, when it come from home, it make me more madder. I don't even know if that's a word, more madder, but I'm just saying it make me want to cuss.
I'm at the
I ain't never heard that in my life, bro. Is that fresh? Is that new?
Nah,
you made that up?
I downloaded it. I downloaded it in the deep dark web.
I almost had a coughing fit, bro. Let me drink some tea. Ingenuity. Let me drink.
Oh, did I give shout out to Caramel Drip? Shout out to Savage in the building. Savage Nurse Fancy. Everybody, I be trying not to miss nobody, man. I like to give all my, I like to give everybody a shout out as much as I can. Until listen, when I get big as Cam, y'all don't be looking for all these damn shout outs. Now I'm be too big for y'all, okay? I'm just letting y'all, I'm just playing. Okay, so listen.
No Cap-tivity.
You see how the ingenuity got me a little better.
Man, listen,
better.
bro.
3 sips.
I always, I don't brag on it like I used to, but in the beginning when I first started live streaming, I used to brag on my wife's black tea, dog. You're a man after my own heart, bro. I'm the same way.
I'm right back now. Look at that. Got the Barry White in my voice now. We got to go crazy.
No Cap-tivity.
Okay, so we talked about that last answer you gave, bro. I'm still thinking about that. Is mind blowing. But anyway, let's move forward. So how do you go about choosing what your shorts are going to be about? Is it a long process?
Man, it's a lot longer now than it used to be. So early on when I got started, bro. So when I tell you I dropped a video every day, I dropped a video every day. So
every day for how long?
From January 1st, 2022 to July 12th, 2023. I started another satisfying racial moment on February 1st, 2022.
Right.
And so I was doing other content in there, but I was giving ASRMs every day from February to July the next year.
7 days a week?
7 days a week. Vacations, man. I don't want to sound bad, man. I don't want nobody to be like, dang, he wasn't looking at, because like people be getting it twisted. Like, I'm a family man. Me and my son, we play the game together. We be having movie nights. Me and my wife go on a date almost every week, at least twice a month, maybe sometimes 3 times. All right, don't comment on that, babe. But we be going on dates. You know what I'm saying? We done went to Florida, Disney World, Universal. We done went to Branson. We done had some great moments. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to change the history of my lineage. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure that my son's grandchildren know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to build, man. And so I drop something every day, bro. Rain, sleet or snow, vacation, work trips, coaching. I'm a head football coach at my school. All that, bro. I was dedicated to the cause.
Wow.
And so yeah, man, I dropped every day. And so the process, I used to wake up every day, bro, and my community would just have on every app, bro, it would be tons of videos I would be tagged to. And so I would just kind of watch through them, and I would look for the message. And I appreciate you asking me that question, even because for a minute I feel like some people thought it was just somebody getting hit in the mouth for being racist. Like, that wasn't a message. You know what I'm saying? The message was celebration. It was appreciation. It was overcoming. And so once I started to like kind of see that the temperature of my audience was a certain way, I wanted to make sure that they understood the message that I was really trying to convey. I'm trying to build a bridge to understanding. You know, early on, that might have been somebody say a certain word and they get dealt with. But now let's educate the population on, you know, what Black doctors have brought to the table. You know what I'm saying?
No captivity.
So as the content started to grow and I started to branch off and do different things with it, the community just continued to grow. But when I lost my monetization and I kind of, for the first time, didn't post for a week. I went from posting every day. I didn't drop one video for a week. And then even after that, I probably dropped 2 videos a week up until October when I got it back. That portion kind of slowed everything down. And so now it's a little bit of a longer process. I'll be feeling like my people forgot about me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man. Damn.
This one here for the thug.
I ain't really crying. I'm just a good actor. You know what I'm saying?
So are you more conscious about what you put out now ever since the demonetization?
Yeah, definitely. But see, the demonetization technically was not because of the content.
Really?
Technically.
No captivity.
Wow.
Okay.
This is an exclusive, y'all. Just sit back. It's an exclusive.
I'm just trying to let me see if I can clear this up a little bit. There we go. Technically, it was not about the content. It was, so my content was deemed reposted content. And so what I was doing was, you know, I was doing a lot of the voiceovers. I would do the jokes up under the video. I would play the video, pause it, you know, give my commentary, play the video, give my commentary, play the video, give my commentary, cue the music. And so because there was such a large portion of the video not showing my face,
right,
then it was deemed reusable content. So when I tried to talk about, like I said, um, the voiceovers, the music I was adding, the editing, all of the different things I was doing, when I tried to talk about that, none of that was really understood. It was just like, no, you're getting these views because you're just reposting. And so uh since then, the change has been that to answer that, I'm in, majority of the videos. I'm either in it the whole time or I just chime in a lot more. Um, and we about to go into skit era, so I need my people to rock with your boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it takes a little longer then, because you're in it a lot more in the video, and
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's a different format now. Whatever.
yeah. Somebody was in my when I came back to posting every day. One of my supporters was like, "Bro, I really miss when you used to just show the whole video," and I kind of spazzed on bro.
No.
And I was like, well, you make it and show the whole video then, you know what I'm saying? And then I had to come back and comment like, yo, bro, I'm sorry, dog. I went through an ordeal, man. I lost my monetization. And they said, if I'm not in it the majority of the time, then I can't, really continue to build. So I appreciate you loving the content, but rock with me, grow with me as we move forward. And so I checked back to see if he ever seen that, but I never saw if he did. So I might have lost one that day. But
I mean,
No
well,
captivity.
let's just be honest though. You're gonna naturally go into protect mode of your platform after something like that. You're gonna be extra cautious after that, and it's really not it's about your audience, but it's more so about protecting the platform that your audience is actually participating in. If it's no platform, the audience is going to go somewhere else anyway. So you got to protect the platform. But one thing I wanted to ask you about, as far as when you said that you used to show a lot of the video, how does fair use work into all of that? See, that's why I get confused about fair use. Mm-hmm. This is I think a lot of content creators need to we need to discuss this, because just because I put fair use while I'm playing a video, that doesn't protect me, does that? Does just me just actually putting fair use up there, that doesn't wholeheartedly protect me from YouTube actually penalizing me.
Yeah, so fair use applies to the usage of copywritten content, and as opposed to having copyright infringement in the era of, or in the you know what I'm saying, you got me, see, you done changed my lingo up, you got me talking collegially now.
He said collegiately.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I lost my flavor for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But put Dr. Cam I am now. But basically,
you look educated though. Go ahead, I'm just playing.
Got 3 of them things. You know what I'm saying? 3 degrees on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I bust that out when they call me stupid, ignorant, unlearned, uneducated, and all that. Yeah,
facts.
I hit them with the degrees, but so yeah, it applies. Basically, fair use comes into order when you are doing something in what's the word? It's a word for when you're using something comedically. Man, I can't think. Satire.
Right. Okay.
Satire allows the use of copywritten content as well as educational usage.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about satire, what's up with it? Seeing comedy in the building, that's my dog. When you think about satire, that's why Saturday Night Live can remake a song or a movie and have all of the characters from the movie in it, and be able to play it on TV and monetize it and everything else, because it's satire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Weird Al Yankovic could go back and make a bunch of songs. Instead of Beat It, he made Eat It. And
right, exactly.
Riding Nerdy, he was Riding Dirty, he was Riding Nerdy. You know what I'm saying? So that was satire, and it was a parody. So those things protect you for fair use. So yeah, that's how fair use works.
Oh man, that's great information, man. Shout out to the Senior Comedy. He said, "My brother, Big Cam, I am."
No captivity.
He is the creator of the jingle that made me cry. I don't know if you
Really?
heard that. I don't know if you heard that.
No, I heard
But
that.
that
Really?
mug went dummy viral. He created that mug, and a whole bunch of people stole it from him. So every chance I get, I try to find a way to use it and credit him, so people can know that that was my dog that created that. He created a bunch of fire jingles, bro.
Ringo TV said it's different with shorts. With shorts, they want you to be in the video. Shorts rules are different from long form content.
Yes,
No
sir.
captivity.
And that's what I learned, man. And it was just kind of weird for me because I was actually recruited to YouTube.
Really?
I was over on TikTok building, and I got an email to join, the YouTube Shorts community, and I did. And so it was just kind of weird that, the very content that was recruited was then demonetized. But it is what it is. It made me better. I'm building now, and I'm excited about the future of my channel, the stories that I'm going to tell, the community that, I'm building, and everything else.
Bro, there's a theory going around. Well, not a conspiracy theory going around that YouTube is cleaning house. They're trying to make room for, newer YouTubers or something like that. I don't know how true it is. It's been floating around, the platform or whatnot. What's your thoughts on that, man? Just briefly. We don't got to talk too long about that, but because some people would say, "Oh, YouTube." I've heard some people say in spaces, some of these spaces, that, "Oh, YouTube, they're not really making a big profit." Well, they got to be making a profit if they're taking 30% of all of the ad revenue, right? We're talking about millions of content creators, and then for them to even look at Big Cam I Am's platform and understand how much revenue he's bringing in for YouTube. And then not only you, but somebody like Fresh and Fit, Candace Owens, and for you to just say, for YouTube to just say, hit the button, go ahead, is that simple? It's got to be. I don't know. What are your thoughts on them just not even giving a damn about getting, demonetizing huge content creators, bro?
Ringo TV, I appreciate you, dog. My thing is, my only thing about the process, I feel like when you do something like this, it got to be somebody that can pick up the phone. Somewhere along the line.
No captivity.
Somewhere along the line, like, I got to talk to somebody. I just need one phone call. I need to hear a voice.
You can't even talk to them people though, right? You can't.
I just need to hear one voice that I can hear the ups and the downs of their voice, so I can know that they care. Because the chat is cool, but I gotta hear somebody. I gotta talk to somebody, because I'm putting all of this emotion and effort. Like, bro, it was days that I spent scouring the internet, trying to figure this thing out, trying to process it, trying to understand it, making appeals, doing all. And I'm just saying, at some point, let me talk to somebody. There should be a phone number.
That's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? With all of that being said, I hope that's not the place, because I hope that's not the case. I mean, because as a Black creator, bro, being 1,000, I started my platform actually on Facebook, and I poured it over to Instagram, to TikTok, and then YouTube. And I've always said that YouTube really treats creators the best. I was literally telling all my friends and all my creators, like, bro, y'all gotta come over here. I was out here on my Suge Knight for YouTube. Like, yo, if y'all want somebody to actually pay you for what you're doing and actually push your content to your supporters. And I was out here doing the work, bro. I was really out here going to bat for YouTube, bro. And even to this day, I ain't gonna lie to you, I still mess with YouTube heavy. You know, until they show me that it wasn't just, you know, the reusable content and that it's actually, no, we don't want to hear what you're talking about. I mess with them. You know what I'm saying? But that moment, it shook me up. And if that's the case, then that's just tough because as Black people, bro, it's hard on every app to get our message out, to let our voice be heard, to talk about the real things that really need to be talked about,
Right.
just to simply voice our opinion on things about, you know, women going to work and not having to be told that they gotta, you know, flat iron their hair. You know, that's crazy, bro.
Facts.
Somebody need to talk about that. Understanding that just because the brother got these beautiful locks, that don't mean you can touch it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to be able to talk about that, bro. And just because them people over there said you can say it, don't mean that I'm okay with you saying it. We need to be able to talk about that. It ain't just that word that I'm not okay with being called. I'm also not okay with being called a female dog. I'm offended by that.
No
You know what I'm
captivity.
saying? So being able to have these conversations and really open up the door for understanding and growth is really what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I'm really on opening up the conversation and really dealing with the real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if what the girls say, if we can't, what she say in Atlanta, if we can't have fun at something, I wish I could remember that drop. She's like, if you can't have fun at so and so, then where can you do it? I can't think of it. But if we can't do it here, bro,
Right.
then they just saying we can't do it anywhere. And at that point, we just need to build our own.
Well, was YouTube is YouTube? I can imagine for a lot of content creators, because of the traffic on YouTube, it's a lot of content creators most more lucrative platforms that because a lot of content creators got more than one platform. They and I was told early on to not just put my content on YouTube, to go to TikTok, to go Instagram Reels. I thought Facebook was just a long lost story, but I was told by some people close to me, no, don't forget about Facebook. Those the rules. That's your home team right there. So I don't know, but but YouTube is like very lucrative.
Why my home team, my smallest team? Keep going, bro. What'd you say?
No captivity.
Man, shout out to Gail at night in the building. And Prime, what's going on, Prime? Let me get this super chat. Bars.
Super chat.
Shout out to Big Bad Bull with the $10 super cap. He wrote, I have enjoyed hundreds of the brother's shorts. I never thought to sub though, because he's always in my feeds. This interview is crucial for folks like me that never thought to click the sub and notify. Shout out.
Check me out real quick.
No captivity.
If I can jump in right there, bro.
Go ahead.
There was a moment this year, bro. There was a moment where my analytics told me I had 5 million returning watchers.
Really?
That were not subbed.
What the?
I was like, bro, y'all could change my life in an instant. In an instant, bro. Y'all could Thanos snap me, bro. Bro, just click the button, bro. That junk had me shook, bro.
Now that I'm thinking about it, on your shorts, do you even say that in your shorts? Like, make sure you sub or at least put like a logo, a subscribe logo in your shorts or something.
So, man, I got some weird ways, bro. I'm one of them people, man. I always felt like if you do the work, you know what I'm saying, people just gonna rock with it. And I used to do that back in the day. And I click follow for funny and little stuff like that on the video. And I don't know. I just felt like if I create the product, you know what I'm saying, that's quality enough, then they gonna rock with me. But if they showing me to you every single day, then you probably feel like I've had a bunch of people say, man, I thought I was subbed, and they not. So
Right.
just hey, everybody just check real quick. The next time you see my content, check if you subbed, and if you're not, push the button.
That's a fact. Make sure y'all hit that button.
No Cap-tivity.
So let me see. Okay, yeah. So this says experiencing demonetization. This kind of okay. We naturally pay attention to black channels, right? But have you ever noticed any other channels of race or demographic this year that got demonetized other than people of color? Because there's been a big talk of people of color getting demonetized. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't know if it's just my feed or or my who I'm sub to or whatnot. But I don't hear a lot about white content creators getting demonetized. What about yourself?
I saw two huge pages. The dude they call him Top G.
Top G, I never heard.
What's his name? I forget his name, but he actually went to like jail or something.
Really?
Yeah, but they took him down. And then I saw another page, I forget the name of it, but they would always interview all of these girls. They would bring these girls in, they would interview them, and they would talk like real disrespectful to them.
Not Fresh and Fit.
What is Fresh and Fit?
Fresh and Fit, they're always talking about the gender war, relationships, male and female, marriage, like the Kevin Samuels type content, whatever.
Are they white guys though?
No, they're not white guys.
Yeah, I'm talking about some white guys that do it.
Okay. Andrew Tate? Yeah. Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate, that's the one. That's
okay.
The one I'm talking about. Yeah, so he got he's one that I noticed. Yep, they seen it. They seen it in the comments. And so honestly, bro, my thing is now you talking to a guy who notices every microaggression. Like somebody walk up to me, oh, you're so well spoken, bro. Get out of my face, bro. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I notice that stuff, and I've seen us policed to what I'm noticing. It seems like I've seen us policed a lot worse on other apps.
Really?
Bruh, TikTok was canceling pages.
Really?
Not just taking monetization. They was taking pages, bro.
Wow.
They was taking pages right and left, and a lot of account warnings. But I when I posted what happened to me, I had a lot of people tell me in my comments that it was happening to a lot more pages, and so I started looking into it. And I don't know if I can necessarily say it's a black creator thing or if it's a money thing. You know what I'm saying? That, trying to mitigate the money that's going out and being more strategic on, if you want to get this money, then you got to follow these rules type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's kind of up in the air type of thing, but that's why I said I'm doing what I was told was the issue was that I wasn't on screen. So I'm on there. Now, if we got an issue now, it's going to be a different story. You know what I'm saying?
So just to make it clear, you never actually talked to anyone at YouTube. Did you ever get anybody on the phone? I mean, you're a pretty big YouTube content creator, bro. So
I never had a phone conversation.
Really?
I had email threads. I had several email threads.
Bro, that's so crazy to me though. Like it's like a lot of money on the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like thousands of dollars, bro. And then for them not to pick up the phone when they cancel your money? Yeah. To me, if you ask me, that's rude as hell. I'm just saying. That's rude as
no Cap-tivity.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm laughing about it now. But at the time, bro, I had no words. And I can smile about it now, not because I got it back, but because I just know at the end of the day that all was not lost in that 3 months. You know, I still had my community behind me. When I would drop something, they still was showing love. They still was, you know, sending me positive affirmations, emailing me, letting me know that they care. And they appreciate the content. You know what I'm saying? So it's
After
just
they
one of those things.
demonetized you.
Yeah. I still my community was still with me. You know what I'm saying? Especially on YouTube. You
That's
know,
what's up.
and so I absolutely appreciate the support and love. And when when people let you know that what you're doing matters, you can laugh about things that was supposed to tear you down and break you down. But honestly, bro, I feel like I'm in a better place now as a creator. I see you. If I could sing that mug, I would. I can't. My voice messed up, but Bash, I see you. But yeah, man, it's a tough situation. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I got a couple more questions, but if you guys just want to sit in the back, we're not going to actually bring anybody up as far as on camera. The only person I'm actually going to allow on camera if they want to come up and hit the link is Ringo TV, right? Because I know Ringo, to my understanding, he has been demonetized as well. So if Ringo wants to come up, I will make a special spot for Ringo alongside me and Big Cam I Am. Everybody else, if you want to call in, we'll just hear your voice and you can ask, a couple of questions. And just try to keep them quick, and because I don't want to keep Cam, all day. We have long streams over here, so I don't want to keep him all day because he's a busy dude. So, but yeah, I just put the link in the chat, and Ringo, if you want to hit the link, I'll actually make I'll make a camera for you. I'll make a camera overlay for you. But yeah, so I got a couple more questions. Let me see. So yeah, is there okay? We talked about YouTube. We talked about TikTok. We talked about a lot of other platforms. You mentioned TikTok was actually snatching whole pages, right? From your experience and after dealing with this, is there any specific niche you think people should stay away from as far as with the threat of being demonetized?
Stay away from.
Stay away from. I could tell
Don't
you
do
one,
what I'm doing. No, I'm just playing.
I could tell you one that I think that people should stay away from.
What's that?
Well, a friend of mine, he got demonetized right after he did a panel show concerning the LGBT community.
Mm.
He invited a couple of community members up, and it was them versus the rest of the panel, which was heterosexual. After that show, not too long after that, they nicked him. YouTube nicked him.
Yeah, I would say if you really want to do this,
shout out the black man on filter. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Cam.
I would say, so for me, for instance, whatever content you do, you want it to mean something to you. You don't want to just get on for doing something, especially something that you don't enjoy.
Right.
And something that doesn't matter to you. You know what I'm saying? I know people that, they do content every day that really don't even matter to them. This content that I'm doing, it means something to me. And so I would say, first off, if you're going to do this thing, to make sure you're doing something that matters. Second off, if there's anything that I would tell you to stay away from, I think it's just understanding that if you want to have certain discussions, you got to be able to have them without being disrespectful, but then at the same time understanding that people can take anything you say and make it disrespectful. And so the other day I made a video celebrating a little black girl doing a kickflip. You know what I'm saying? And people got in the comments mad
I
that I
seen
said that was another satisfying racial moment. And you know, I'm trash for saying that. I'm like, bro, I'm celebrating a little baby.
What the hell? What?
You know what
Why
I'm
would they
saying?
get
Like
mad about something like that? That's
No captivity.
people get mad at everything, man. People get mad at people dancing, people get mad at people singing, people get mad at family content.
that's
People
crazy.
people get mad at people that make content about being a good wife, a good husband. If you trying to be an athlete, it don't matter. People gonna find you and they gonna get offended. So it's about figuring out how you can make your stuff, um, you know, without being blatantly disrespectful and just keep it moving like that. I can't really tell nobody what to stay away from because I know that my content, in a way, it represents my way of thinking. So if I wasn't doing the content that I'm doing, then I wouldn't really be representing me. And I ain't gonna tell nobody to be a content creator and not represent who they are and they self and they stuff.
That's a fact. But I will tell people, I will warn people about the alphabet community. They savages. They will get your ass up out of here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't play
No
around with them.
captivity.
Don't play around with them people. They don't like for you to talk. Listen, just don't do another satisfied LGBT moment. They gonna get your ass up out of here.
No captivity.
Listen, this is an appropriate question. I see your comment, Ringo. No problem, bro. I get it. I understand, bro. No problem, bro. Maybe we'll link up. I would love to link up with Ringo later on. But oh, also there was a comment that Gail made too. She said Dennis Sperling. I don't know if you're familiar with Dennis Sperling, Cam. Dennis Sperling, he was heavily connected to Kevin Samuels. She said Dennis Sperling is a lawyer. And she said he's opened up a class action lawsuit against YouTube. Hey man, more power to you, bro. More power to you. He's a brother. Another satisfied racial moment. What motivated you to actually go that direction as far as racism, inequality moments and stuff like that? What actually made you motivated to cover content like that, man?
So like I said, man, one of the first things that I dropped that took off was that skit. You know, when the racist meets Jesus. That was one of the first things that I ever dropped on TikTok, and it got me like 500 followers. And so it showed me like, oh wow, I can educate people, make them laugh. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, have a message in what I'm saying, not just out here goofing and, you know, doing these trends and, you know, being this unauthentic version of myself. Like, I like to act, I like to write, I like to create. So boom, let me be creative and go this route. And so when I was dropping that stuff, I had people coming in, you know, you need to chill with this, da 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 da, you know, and this ain't gonna never be, you know, acceptable, and people ain't gonna watch this on a large scale, and da 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 da. And so, but all throughout my time creating content, I dropped a lot of music content, a lot of rapping, a lot of playing the keyboard, a lot of you know, funny songs, different stuff, skits like that. I always would kind of double back to something about our community, you know. And so it was last February, my bro, who's a musician, I had finally got it in my head, like, okay, Cam, you're not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You're not a music. You don't want to be a musician. You don't, you know, want to do this. You don't want to do that. So you want to be a comedian, lock in on comedy. And so my bro was like, my boy JR Saxophonic, he was like, I'm gonna drop a video every day of February, highlighting a different musical artist. I was like, that's dope. I said I should do something with comedy. I said I'm gonna drop a video every day, highlighting a different comedian. And then I thought about it, and I was like, man, to do a little mini documentary on comedians every day, that's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Especially
That's
me,
dope.
because I love comedy. Like, I grew up on comedy, Comic View, Def Comedy Jam, all that good stuff. And so I was trying to do it, and it was taking me so long. And I remembered this jingle that I had literally been singing since I was a teenager, bro. And I was like, what if I just take this video and I do this? And I did. I took the video where the dude was like, my family fought for their something to save this farm. And the man was like, who was working that farm? And I came in with the jingle, bro. And when I watched it, I laughed. And
Awesome.
I called my bros, man. I was sitting outside of Walmart, dog. At the time, I couldn't get more than 300 to 600 views. Me and my wife was going grocery shopping. I was sitting outside of Walmart. I said, babe, go ahead and go in, get started.
On YouTube at the
No,
time?
it was on TikTok.
On TikTok, right. Okay.
And so I was like, go ahead and get started. I'm going to post this. I'll begin in a second. Bro, I couldn't get more than 300 to 600 views. When I posted it, before I posted it, I called my bro to see in comedy who was in here earlier, and my brother JR Saxphonic. I texted him in a group chat with a voice message. I was like, "Hey, if you watch my documentary I made at the end of last year, I actually played the audio." But I was like, "Hey, bro, I just made this video, man. This mug about to go crazy, man. This mug funny than a mug, bro. I done broke the code." Da, 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 da. I was going crazy. So I get off that call or that text. I post it. I go in there, I grocery shop, I don't look at my phone, I come back to the car, I got 18,000 views.
Wow.
Hadn't had more than 300 to 600.
That had to feel good.
Bro, I was blown away. By the time I got home, I was sitting at like 60 something thousand. By the time I went to sleep, it was 180,000. I woke up with 400 something thousand. And before I knew it, by the end of that day, that first video had 3 million views. And
one video changed your life.
That one video, bro. And people used to always say, man, you one video away. You one video away. And it meant so much to me because like I said, bro, I always double back to talk about cultural issues. Even when I was making my music content, my rapping content, my funny skits. So when I was able to make a musical, funny, educational, inspirational skit, and it had all of that into one, bro. I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be my content, and the rest is history, bro. Ever since, I've been going strong.
Wow, man, that's y'all heard what my boy said.
No captivity.
Listen, just when you feel like quit, when you feel like it's nothing gonna change, you might wake up one day and one of your contents is off to the damn races.
This one here for the thug.
And guess what? It's gonna be different from there. But I can tell you this right now: the demand is going to get crazy, and I'm pretty sure Cam had to up his work ethic. Not well, he probably was already. I don't know. You probably had the same work ethic. I don't know. You seem like you've been working hard from the jump. So,
well, that's one thing about me back. Like.
And Prime, I see you in the back. You're next. Go ahead, Cam.
I always been kind of a hard worker, bro, and always kind of gave everything in whatever I'm doing. I always kind of give everything. And so I was going in heavy at that time, but for sure. But then once I took off and started doing the another satisfying racial moment, it was just like, all right, like now we got to continue to build and take the quality to another level and see how many different ranges and different directions we can go with it. I had a game show I made out of it called How Is It Racial?
Awesome.
Because people kept asking in the comments, how is this racial? How is it racial? I was, welcome to another satisfying racial moment. The game show where we answer the question, how is it racial? And so had fun with that. And man, I just kept growing it. I don't know if the slow your scroll videos, that's when I got mad when they was calling me dumb and stupid and ignorant. And so I said, hold on, let me show them how educated I am. So I slow your scroll and enjoy with me a tale of epic. And I started using all the big words. And
I remember all of that.
No captivity.
Yes, sir, man. So it was just about growing it. So definitely the work heightened after that probably first month.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just let y'all know, and y'all can call me, I don't know, call me soft. I'm one of his biggest fans. Okay, I'm talking about. I don't know about other people, but during barbecues and stuff, we be listening to another satisfied. I'm talking about I got family members where we actually challenge each other on which video we think is the best. Oh, I got one that's gonna top that. I'm talking about it's all your videos, bro.
That's
No,
crazy.
it's one. I got one better than yours. As a matter of fact, before I bring Prime is in the back. Cat Prime, you there, right?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm chilling.
Okay, I'm about to let you take off 1 second, but before we do that, like I promised you, I'm gonna show this. I think he just uploaded this not too long ago, but this video from Cam might be in my top 5. Right? I'm gonna play this video, and y'all just prepare yourself because this it's funny, but it's deep too. It's deep. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Yep, this it right here. Let me see. I'm gonna play it from the jump.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna wait till it go back because it's a short. Here we go. Y'all check this out.
Just had to chuck the deuces at the brother, didn't you? You got to be more careful. Everybody tag me in this, so let's get to it. Little fella started out moving, but the big fella chased him down. And when he got in front of him, he had to chuck the deuces like Tyreek, but then he bit the dust. Another satisfying racial moment. Just had to chuck the deuces at the brother, didn't you? You got to be more careful.
Bro, I don't play. I guarantee you, I don't know exactly how many views you got on that one now.
Yeah.
But at least about 100 of them came from me. I'm telling you that right now. Prime, what's going on, Prime, man? Listen, man. Ask away, Prime. This is an intelligent young brother. I've shared panels with this guy. I'm glad to have you up on the show, Prime. Go ahead and ask away, bro. Take off, bro.
Yeah, man. So, I'm new to this YouTube content creation thing. So what I've been doing is making these shorts and these clips out that I'll post on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And my first one did pretty well on YouTube. It's at 8 well, not pretty well as like you, but 8.2 views. You like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? 8.2K. You're like, oh my God. So then, I'm like, okay, let me try again. Next thing you know, 100 something. I'm like, all right. So I'm figuring out the formula. So I'm trying to stick to the formula. Bam, 7K views or whatever. But I'm trying to break the mold, man. I just feel like I have to stick with some type of male type content, male centered, or also I feel like if you're talking about certain things like you using the R word, one of my videos I used the R word, I feel like it got shot down. This last one, the last one I did was on this teacher who's trying to teach the class pronouns. I feel that got shot down on YouTube, but it got at least 1,000 something on TikTok. Like it's the best one I did. So are there like really like certain things that the algorithm for different platforms are like targeting to hush in a sense?
Well, first things first, bro. Don't ever degrade no 8.2 on a first video. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
No Cap-tivity.
That's crazy. My first video got, how many did my first video get? 17 or something stupid?
I might have been lower than that.
It's like 7. I'm talking about 1-7. No, nothing after it, bro.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. I gotta say this real quick. I'll never forget, bro. I used to when I made videos with the group, I'll never forget. I used to be like, man, one day, we got 1,000 views in a day for the first time. I was like, this is a big deal. And I was like, somebody was like, well, why is that a big deal? I was like, well, the thing is, one day we're gonna get 10,000 views in a day and 100,000 views a day, 1 million views in a day, and so those were things I used to say back then, and I've experienced those things now, man. So don't ever disregard small beginnings, bro. And that ain't small either.
Okay.
8.2 is crazy. So yeah,
Mm.
there's definitely words. So a lot of the apps have not just algorithms, but the AI is going crazy. So the AI is listening and watching your content. And there's certain buzzwords that if used, they will be flagged. So you know,
Okay.
if you, I remember Slim Shady, he said Will Smith ain't got a cuss in his rap to sell records. Well, I do. Well, I don't. If you ever watch any of my videos or any of my content, any word of profanity is bleeped out.
Okay.
Any scene of violence, I haven't had that in a long time, but any scene of violence is censored out because those things have been frowned upon by the apps. Now, do people still get away with posting all of that stuff and go crazy, super viral? Yeah, they do. But when I
Yeah.
do it, it's a problem. So since I noticed that, then I just made it a non-issue, and I just make sure that it does not occur in my videos. So some people miss the message and they be like, why you bleep that out? Why you didn't let me hear? Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. If you ain't educated and smart and mature enough to understand the narrative by watching the video and listening to the commentary, then you ain't really the kind of person that should be watching my content, because this is content for thinkers. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I would say yeah, it's definitely, I hope I answered the question, but yeah, it's definitely some buzzwords that'll
And
get
just to
you
levy back off of what you just said and
Okay.
the question Prime asked, what I've noticed is some people can get away with doing certain content and YouTube will penalize somebody else for doing the very same thing. I never
That's
understood
crazy.
that, bro.
Yeah, and I remember that song, who is it? The Baby. It's cool when I do it, or it's cool when they do it.
Right.
It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I know I don't. I'm a problem solver, bro. I'm a solution guy. So when they pull up the ladder, then I just find another way to get over the wall. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not somebody that sits around and spends a lot of time crying over spilled milk. And my boy JR Saxophonic in this mug, that's my dog I told y'all about, the saxophonist.
Oh
That's a boy.
yeah. Shout out
Yeah.
to JR Saxophonic in the building.
No captivity.
Yeah, that's my bro, man. We've been locked in since babies, bro. It's
That's
such a
what's
blessing
up.
to have a brother on this journey. We both creating content. We done traveled together. We done been to LA and Texas on this journey together, man. That's my dog right there, man. So glad to see him in here. But yeah, I don't really tarry a lot on the issue. I figure out the solution and I keep it moving.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's just me.
So just try to avoid certain words and I guess content too. I'm not gonna avoid the content because I mean it was pretty funny. And it was the first video that finally did 1,000 views on TikTok. No, nothing else did. But it just did
Yeah.
nothing on YouTube, you
Yeah.
know?
It's all
So
about consistency too, bro. Like I have people all the time, they hit me up and like, Ken, what should I do? What should I do? How do I do this? How do I and I'm like, I mean, I can tell you, but are you gonna be consistent? Because
right.
I what's crazy is even last year when I was getting millions of views on other apps, I would drop a video on YouTube and get 50. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
While
that's
I'm getting
crazy.
1 million over somewhere else. But I was like, cool, I'm gonna just endure it at this time, and then we're gonna build one day. And then, we building now.
Is it
So
because the platform isn't big enough or what is it?
well, at the time I wasn't really posting on over here. So
Okay.
you gotta let the algorithm know that you're serious about this. So you post at whatever your consistency is. Maybe it's once a
Yeah.
week, maybe it's once a month. Mine was once a day. But you
You agree
post.
on the shorts ordeal? Like just you'll stick to shorts to mainly to build your platform? And I mean, I want to do live shows, shorts, and like very well produced videos that I can do it to my best ability.
I would do all of that, bro. Do whatever you want to do, because at the end of the day, when you get done when you get done creating, you want to be happy with what you created. So
Right.
don't let the rules restrict you, because you never know what you might miss out on trying to just focus on shorts. I'm actually in the process of building some long form skits and start my own podcast like show similar to this one. So you know what I'm saying? Don't pause on nothing. Do everything.
Do everything. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you so much, man.
I appreciate you, Doc.
Prime, man,
yeah.
I appreciate you, dog. Thank you. Thank
Hey,
you, bro.
hit me.
Hold on, let me give you the bump.
No Cap-tivity.
Prime, thank you for contributing, man. Thank you for asking your questions, bro. Is there anything else before you get up out of here?
Nah,
Hey,
man,
Prime.
that's it. I'm about to get back to working on my thumbnails and everything else, man. I got to get a show together.
Hey, Prime, hit me on IG, bro. I want to tap in and watch your glow up, dog.
I will, man. I
That's
hit you
a
up.
fact.
Same name, right?
Yes, sir. Big Kim, I am everywhere.
All right, I'll be there.
That's a
Yes, sir.
fact,
No
man.
Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Prime in the building. Next caller, Hassan Tahir. Hassan Tahir is here to ask Big Cam I Am questions that he might want to know. Go ahead and shoot for the stars, Hassan. What's going on with you, bro? Oh, hold on. Let me unmute you because you had a little feedback. There you go.
What up, Freezy? How you doing? What up,
Chilling,
Big
man.
Cam?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great.
No Cap-tivity.
What up? I just got one question. See, my favorite topics on YouTube is war. Do you have like because I seen people get canceled. I see people they let, like Freezy said, they do the same thing, but they let them go. What is the best way talking about that without getting canceled? What is your
Sorry.
advice?
I'm sorry, man. I wish I could tell you. But that's a super hot topic right now. I actually know creators on every app that are getting kind of taken down due to that topic right now. And I mean, it's sad because it kind of roots itself in, somebody's struggle, which is, super sad, no matter where it is in the world. And so I don't really have a lot of advice on that. I've done a couple videos on that topic, but more from a different angle. So that's all I can say, man. It's pretty much about the angles that you take. I think the one I did, I was kind of responding to somebody that was kind of stepping in the front of the issue. And I kind of responded to that person, not necessarily to, the situation as a whole. But it's a real touchy topic, man. The thing is, we don't necessarily, we don't own these apps, so we can't really say what they gonna let fly and what they
No
not.
Cap-tivity.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just about finding a way to say what you need to say, and say what you feel like needs to be said, without, I don't know. I wish I could answer that better for you, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I appreciate you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Freezy, for having me on. I appreciate
Hassan, thank you, bro. Thank you, for real.
No Cap-tivity.
I got a question, just in case there's no one else that's going to call in. Thank you for the 2 callers that called in. We're already about, we 1:59, close to 2 hours in right now. This is my question, Cam. Me being a fairly new live streamer and still fairly new YouTube, I only been on YouTube. I only been like actually uploading content. I think I'm going on 2 years right now.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of work ethic do I need, Cam? I know you saying you was going at one time. You was going every. What kind of work ethic do I need in order to expect to be a successful YouTuber?
You just need to keep doing what you're doing, man. This is a fire setup. Your sound effects, your energy. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep building, and it just depends on, like I said, whatever you decide, however often you're going to do these interviews, just try to be consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to do one big interview every single month, then just make sure you build up and you hit that date, whatever date date is supposed to be, and you drop on that day. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it every week, then make sure you build up all week and you drop on that week. But just make sure you be consistent with it, bro. You got quality I enjoyed everything about this live, bro. I enjoyed how you started with your countdown, your music, the setup that I'm looking at right now. Even your camera, the background, the lighting, the microphone, your audio, everything is fire, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing.
What you said, you was going every day, 7 days a week.
Mhm.
Would you suggest that that's what it takes? There's no days off in order to compete with other YouTubers?
Nah, that was what I was on.
No Cap-tivity.
I know another dude that dropped one video a month, and it's a long form video and gets 200,000 views in a day. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah. So I think it's different for everybody. You decide what your consistency level is, what your grind is, and you push it from there. You know what I'm saying? You know what your day looks like. I don't know what your day to day looks like, but you know what your day looks like and how much time you have to put into this thing, to build a live like this, to get your audience to know to pull up and all of this. So you know all the work you got to do. So just build your schedule, man, and stick with your schedule, and it'll happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know about you. You're actually my first interview.
Oh wow!
What's today's date? December 5th.
No Cap-tivity.
But dog, we made history today on No Cap-tivity with Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
Crazy. I didn't know that, bro.
Is this? I'm finna ask a stupid ass question. I just want to feel special. Is this your first interview?
It's not my first interview, but when you on TV one day, just make sure I'm your first interview for that too. That's all I'm asking.
No Cap-tivity.
Let's get it. Let's go. Listen, man, bro, the big YouTubers are coming through, man. My brother, my dog, Anton Daniels is in the building. Anton.
No Cap-tivity.
Anton, I really appreciate you. And also, I'm gonna tell you something, Cam. I don't know if you're familiar with Anton. This guy, when it comes to YouTubers, Anton has one of the biggest. This guy has one of the biggest work ethics I've seen, and that's why I asked you that question, because I actually look to Anton as a mentor here on YouTube. Anton goes hard, and he wrote in the comment section, "I don't think anyone goes harder than me." That guy goes hard. But I'm gonna tell you something.
All I heard was challenge. No, I'm just
No Cap-tivity.
But that's the way it's supposed to be. But when you said at one time you was going 7 days a week, and then couple that with Anton, and Ringo TV. Ringo TV says no days off. All of y'all are all of you guys are big YouTubers. So I'ma just take that, couple that together, and do the average. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go ahead and jump in, bro. We dropping every day, bro.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
I just follow Anton, bro. I'm gonna see what he on. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely working.
Anton working, bro. Anton.
All his tabs is full. The videos, the shorts, the lives, the podcast. He got all kind of tabs on his page.
I don't even think that guy go to sleep. He can't sleep, bro. Real talk. And I'm gonna tell you, Ringo TV. I've been looking at Ringo TV for some years now. Ringo TV, this guy is relentless as well. I'm talking about, there's been times where I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, Ringo TV is live. You know what I'm saying? Ringo TV might go live 3 times a day. This dude is a live machine. I'm telling you right now. But let's talk about that though, Cam.
Yeah.
You just announced, actually, on this platform, that you're planning on starting
No Cap-tivity.
a podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
What made you go that route? Because when I look through your page, it's everybody already knows this. You're predominantly, a shorts guy. What made you actually think about, dipping into the podcast world?
So when I do the lives, man, I love doing the lives because that's that moment that I get to just chop it up with my people and show them, the guy behind the content and let them kind of get the content of my heart, not just the content on my page. And one thing I've always been about, one of the things that I always do is I show love in my videos to wherever I get, the content from, and so I want to be able to have an opportunity like you to interview people and shine lights on other people and show people, what I'm saying? I ain't just trying to be the first one to make it out. I'm trying to be the one to build a bridge. And so that's something that I have a good time. I got so my music and my audios and all of that different stuff, my graphics and everything ready to go. So that's something that I'm passionate about, and I feel like it'll give people a deeper understanding of another satisfying racial moment as a whole.
Listen. Like I announced at the beginning of this podcast, I really only read the super caps or a cash cap, right? But I gotta read this one here from Zero the Infinite Renewed. Zero the Infinite Renewed. Let me cut this off. Zero the Infinite Renewed wrote, "Hey Freezy, I'm new. I seen you were live from Just Jay's platform, and you got one of my favorite content creators up there with you, Mister. Another satisfying moment."
No captivity.
Appreciate you, Zero. Appreciate you. That's love. Thanks for the love. Appreciate the support. God gonna bless you. Watch on everything, cuz.
Man, everybody love you, bro. I'm real talk. How can somebody not like you? This.
Man, I'm a big dude. I'm black.
I'm at the
Bro, that's funny, bro. You don't understand that I'm about to go binge whatever that sound is, bro. I'm about to watch 35 of those videos after this, bro. Because that junk is funny, bro. Oh,
bro,
my God.
I'm gonna tell you something. We've reached the end of the show. Big Cam I Am said there's people that actually criticize him. That actually criticized him about the short where he actually was like highlighting the young girl, right? And it just goes to show, just like Gail said in the chat, there's a lot of mentally challenged people out here, and YouTube will reveal these people. I'm telling you.
Hey, the thing is, man, like I told you, bro, people are going to hate you no matter how happy you are, no matter
That's
how
a fact.
positive you are. It ain't got to be racial content. It could be anything, bro. I've seen people get hate for dancing. I've seen people get hate for being pretty. I've seen people get hate for being disabled. I've seen people get hate for winning championships. It don't matter, bro. There are people that are, and let me say it from this lens. And I ain't even trying to clean it up. This is really how I think. People are going through, bro, in this world. People are hurting. People are angry. Shoot, it was just a couple years ago where we all was locked in the house for 365. Couldn't go to the movies, couldn't go on dates, couldn't go to parties, couldn't go bowling, couldn't go to church, couldn't go to family reunions.
That's a fact, bro.
No captivity.
People was trapped with their thoughts. Some people was trapped alone. You know what I'm saying? So we live in a world, bro, where people don't have everything that they desire. We got people obviously going through, wars and different things of that nature, not eating every day, not having water. It's people going through in this world. So when people come to my comment section and they mad and they angry at the world in the face of positivity, I know it got to be more. It can't be you just watch this video that ain't full of nothing but love and got mad. It's something else going on. And so when you realize that, bro, I don't have to really take the time to beat this person down. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I do gotta be having to check folk. They be getting a little too comfortable. Get a little too comfortable.
It get the best of us. It get the best of us sometimes.
I don't pop out much, but when I pop out, I'm gonna pop out. But for the most part, I understand, man, people going through, bro. And that's why I want to bring a smile and bring love every day, bro. So it's a tough job, but somebody gotta do it. If not me, Then who? Freezy, maybe Freezy.
Cam, listen. I know you're probably unfamiliar with my content, but at the end of the show, I usually give a Bible scripture. Would you mind I give it to you while you're up here?
Absolutely. Let's do it. I love Jesus.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. So today, the message is coming to us from 2 Chronicles. Let me downsize this. 2 Chronicles 15:7. And I thought this scripture was pretty much appropriate for the evening. And it reads, "But you take courage. Do not let your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded."
No captivity.
So you gonna read it like a deacon, Doc? Then I want
they know how I do, man.
I want you to read it one more time.
Oh, let's get it. You ain't said nothing but a thing.
Read it one more time, brother.
And the good Lord came to us from 2 Chronicles 15:7. And it reads, "But you take courage.
Come on,
Do
brother.
not let your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to. I had to, bro.
You played. Listen,
I had to.
Cam played that in real time, y'all. You played that?
Nah. I got an app. It's an app for everything, dog.
Oh man, that's dope. That's dope, bro. Cam, listen, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I know you got stuff to do, bro. I'm gonna let you have. I'm just gonna let you. If you have any last things to say before, I let you leave. What do you have to tell our audience after this podcast, just to give them something to think about after this podcast is over with?
First off and foremost, I'm getting over a cold, so I don't want nobody to think this is how my actual voice sounds. Like I'm out here Milli Vanilli in my content. But I appreciate literally, bro, any support that I've ever gotten. Any likes, any follows, any comments, any subscribers, any members, anything that y'all have ever done. Share the video, even if you just laughed at a video, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. There's definitely, don't ever think that because somebody is quote unquote winning that they don't need to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, we feel like, all right, they done ate enough. Now, we're going to move on. We're going to lead them out there to dry. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's stories that I still want to tell for our culture, not just for our culture, but for the world. And I appreciate you guys providing me this platform. And I'm talking to my supporters. And it means everything, bro. Even to hear that story, man, y'all running around at the barbecue sharing my videos, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. Like that.
Every
I ain't
time.
gonna lie. That almost made me emotional, bro. You know
No captivity.
Like, that's crazy to what Eddie Murphy say in Coming to America, to be loved. To be loved. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all, man. For real. It means everything. And at the end of the day, I'ma say it. I know people don't want to hear it, but I promise, bro, you one video away. I promise. I can't tell you which one it's gonna be. But you one video away if you really believe in anything you want to do. Even if it ain't videos, maybe it's fashion. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's musicianship. Maybe it's being a singer. Maybe it's being an actor. Do something. You got to do something if you want to do something. That's it, bro. If you can talk about it all you want, you can daydream about it, you can say what you gonna do, all of that. You gotta wake up. And I ain't even gonna say you gotta wake up. Go ahead and keep sleeping, keep dreaming, but sleepwalk. Don't just talk about that junk. You gotta walk it out. And at the end of the day, we'll see what happens at the end of it. But everything that's happening for me right now It's stuff that I was talking about 2 and 3 years ago, stuff that I was working on 2 and 3 years ago. And so now what I'm talking about is movies. Now what I'm talking about is shows. And when we look up 2 and 3 years from now, like I said, Freezy gonna be on TV, and I'm gonna be his first TV interview, and we're gonna talk about that then.
Big Cam,
So,
I am. That was a
I gotta,
clip.
hey, I gotta say this last thing.
Go ahead, be my guest, bro.
Appreciate the love, and I mean this with all my heart. My name is Big Cam. I am because I'm a big dude. Cam because that's my name, and I am because the I am is with me everywhere I go. God gonna bless you. Watch,
man. God, man, you. That was an emotional moment, not a racial. That was an emotional moment right then. Cam, thank you. I'm pretty sure the No Cap crew thanks you. Everybody that tuned in, thanks you, man, bro. And I want to say this too. Much blessings to you and your wife and your immediate family, bro, going forward. And I know,
little Cam.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. Exactly. And what you about to say something?
Well, no, I just had to shout out my little dog because we're gonna start streaming gaming here in a little bit.
Go ahead.
But yeah, his name is Camp. We call him Camp. But he's a gamer, up and coming gamer. We're gonna start streaming. Me and him playing, Fortnite, 2K, Madden, having some fun on the game. So be ready for that when it drops. But I had to shout out little homie.
That's awesome, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Cam, I'm not gonna hold you any further. I'm gonna let you go, bro. I really appreciate you, bro. Real talk.
Appreciate you, dog. For real.
Let's get it. And I will be contacting you. This is not gonna be your first time. We friends. I just want you to know we friends now. Okay.
Hey, what the song say? Just be locked in. Ain't no switching up. I got you, bro.
Let's get it.
No Cap-tivity.
All right, Cam.
All right, dog. Holla at you.
Holla at you, bro. Listen, bro. Sisters and brothers. That show was so fire. That show was better than I thought, bro. That show was fire.
No Cap-tivity.
That was my first time doing an interview. My first time. I want to shout out. First I got to shout out Big Cam I am again for coming through. Bro, that means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the listeners too that actually took all the gems that you had to provide. I want to give a shout out to Anton Daniels for coming through. All the big YouTuber, Ringo TV. Thank y'all for being here, bro. I don't take none of that lightly. I take all of that serious, and I'm grateful. Even all of the gems that Ringo TV gave in the chat. That was good enough. Big Cam I am has experienced demonetization. Anton Daniels has experienced demonetization before. Ringo TV has experienced demonetization before. And the reason why I thought this was an important show to do is because it's not talked about enough. When you put your hard-earned work, blood, sweat, and tears into creating content, not listen, it's a difference. Not uploading videos, not being a YouTuber, but a content creator. When you dedicate yourself to being a content creator, because there's a difference, and you find out that YouTube has cut your legs from up under you and has demonetized you and stopped well-earned revenue from coming in. Because let me tell you something. A lot of y'all think that these content creators is just, taking your money and, going to Starbucks and just, spitting. No, they're putting it back into their platforms. Like I told y'all before, I have to actually pay for, I have to pay for live stream time. I have to pay for it. I pay for this software, right? Everything y'all see, all this equipment, everything, it's got to be paid for, right? Now, mind you, initially it came, it came out of my pocket, but if you want to add to your platform, especially if you have a family, wife and kids that you got to provide for. Did you hear what Big Cam I Am said? Did you hear what Ringo TV said? Did you hear? Well, you didn't hear what Ringo TV said, but did you see what Ringo TV wrote? Did you see what Anton Daniels wrote or what he's always saying on his platform? They're working around the clock. Therefore, this is their job. This is their primary source of provision. One of them. I can't speak for Anton. I'm just saying. I can't speak for Ringo TV. I ain't gonna speak for Big Cat, but it's a big source of provision for families. Right? And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the type of guy, I would talk to you guys for free. I really would. I would like if there's something good to give you guys, like, cause I read scriptures at the end of every damn near every one of my shows. All praises to the Most High. Right? But let's just say it's real life. And so when YouTube, thank you, Miss Piggy. Miss Piggy put the links to Anton Daniels' platform in the chat and also Ringo TV. Ringo TV said, salute, brother. No Captivity with Freezy. Big Cam I Am. Mods in the chat. Big Bad Bull also put the link to he also put the link to Big Cam I Am's channel in the chat as well. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Anton, Ringo, and Big Cam I Am. And if you haven't subscribed to No Captivity with Freezy,
No Cap-tivity,
make sure you do it while you're over here. I want to thank all of the contributors to the show this evening. Jerome for the $20 super cap. I want to thank Big Bad Bull for the $10 super cap. I want to thank this let me see, Ringo TV for the cash cap and being a sponsor of the show this evening as well. And I want to thank Next Level for being the last sponsor of the show. I love y'all. I'm going to keep going hard. I ain't got to say pause, which technically I did. It don't matter. But we going to keep going strong. And this show, I don't know about y'all, but this show has motivated me. Yeah. It's motivated me. Y'all gonna get tired of Freezy. Y'all gonna get tired of me. And they can't stop. Listen, I don't care. Listen, and if YouTube demonetize me, y'all, I'm gonna be at your damn door, YouTube. I don't give a damn if you ain't picking up the phone. I'm gonna call you. I was just playing YouTube. Come on, YouTube, I was just playing. Okay. Listen, y'all, make sure listen, if YouTube don't see this, make sure y'all clip this and put it on y'all. I was just playing YouTube. All right. Shout out to Big Cam I Am, man.
No Cap-tivity.
And y'all know what I always tell y'all, right? To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And until the next time, we out of here.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.